Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day. Welcome back to Budgeting My Way to Dr. A. Hey, y'all. All right, so we are going to jump into things, but before we do, a little bit of housekeeping. For those who are new here, welcome. Glad you decided to click and see what I'm talking about. For those who are my regulars who come and support me on this lovely channel, hey y'all, hey, welcome back. So today we are going to review how my no spend June is going. And so you're going to see a little bit of red, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to make it make sense and just go over this. Today is technically Tuesday, June 13th. And so we're going to just break down what we did from the 1st through the 13th of the month. And then we'll do the last video will be the 14th through the end of the month. Just because I find that Tuesdays are a little bit slower. And so I can record on Tuesdays. So let's just jump into it. So the red signifies, excuse me, let's just go ahead and do this real quick. All right. The red signifies what we spent. And so we spent $72 on the 1st of June to get gas. This is not an unplanned expense. We know that we get gas, but I just fill up the tank. And so whatever number that falls on, that's just what we pay. It goes on my Sam's credit card because we get our gas at Sam's Club. It tends to run longer. In my vehicle, if I get gas from other places, then I tend to get like 390 miles to a full tank. If I go to Sam's Club, I get about 510 to 515 miles per full tank. And at Costco, I get between 490 and 500. So both Sam's Club and Costco are both by my office, but Sam's Club always has a shorter line, so that's where we ended up. So we filled up the tank, and it was $72. So not unplanned, but I still swiped a card, so we're tracking it. We spent no money on Friday the 2nd, but I forgot to put, no, actually note it here. I'm trying to do this without turning the page. We did send another $300, extra payment of $300 to Simmons for the student account. So we want to make sure we note that there. On Saturday the 3rd, we went to have lunch with my aunt who surprised us and flew in. She lives out of state. She technically is in, I'm gonna mess it up. Not Maryland, Virginia. She's in Virginia. One aunt's in Maryland, the other one's in Virginia. And so my aunt who just recently moved to Virginia is my heart. I absolutely love her so much, and I'm still halfway sad that she's gone. But she came in and spent this entire week before with my mama right around the corner from my house, and they never said anything to let me know that she was here. So they surprised me on Friday afternoon and said that they wanted to do lunch. And so I met with them for lunch, and then I went to the bathroom and came back and the bill was paid. So all I had to pay was just the $10 for the parking for the venue that we were at. So that was really cool. Sunday we spent nothing. Monday, one of my first, it's probably like my first real, or my short that I did on YouTube, was talking about me getting testing strips. I've had some health issues and we've been trying to figure it all out. And so a bunch of my lab work came back on Sunday. My doctor emailed me and gave me a slew of supplements that I had to pick up and start. So we spent $78 and it felt like, whoo, shock, but it was $78 for supplements. And those will be an ongoing item that we're gonna do about 30 to 60 days of these supplements, and then retest the lab work and see how we're gonna go. But for now, that was a $78 splurge, but it was well worth it. I needed it. We also paid all of these bills that are highlighted that we knew were going to hit, so these were on target and in budget. Audible also came out. I completely forgot about my Experian, and it's an auto pay, and it's like $24.99. So it has a little red. It was supposed to be a star, but I got scribble happy. So that reminded me that $25 that was not planned came out, but it still counts, so I had to track it. Nothing on that Thursday. Friday, my daughter treated and ordered pizza, but me being someone who believes in tipping and paying people accordingly, I gave the delivery person, who was really, really sweet, I gave him a $15 tip. I know, it was pizza, didn't need a $15 tip. I believe in tipping people who especially bring something to my front door. Like, that is such a service and a blessing to be able to do it. So I tipped him $15. Saturday, I spent no money because I didn't go outside. Sunday, also spent no money because I didn't go outside. However, I did not realize, or I forgot in the hustle and bustle of Sunday, that I did not do my letter O stuffing for the word of the month. So we stuffed the H, we need to stuff the O. So that will be done on a savings challenge video that will probably be recorded right after we wrap up with this. And so that's on budget, that's planned, but I need to stuff it because I missed it. But we didn't spend any extra money there. Monday, I stayed home and wrote papers all day, so I did not go outside. And so we spent $0 there, and nothing unplanned came out of the budget or out of the account either. And then today, which is Tuesday the 13th, I had a off-site work meeting, and it was a location that I probably haven't been there in 6 or 7 years. And so I was not sure of what like the refrigerator situation would be, any of that stuff. So I made breakfast at home, took my coffee with me, no Starbucks runs, no Dunkin', none of that. So I took that stuff with me. But I did not pack my lunch. And then I also had flexibility to leave like around lunchtime. So I was like, oh, I'll just leave at lunch and then go home. But I really was enjoying myself in the work group that I was working with for the day. So I ended up staying until 3 p.m. So I did do a lunch break, and I spent like $14 some change. So $15 for lunch for offsite work, which basically that $15 came out of my mama's money. So it didn't impact the account at all. However, my mama's money is not really for eating out. That's not, I wanted it to be something like getting a massage or buying a new set of press-ons, like something very specific, not for food, because we as in people in my house, we eat through our money. So I like to kind of separate that, but it worked for this instance. And then the rest of this, starting the 14th, where this next little star is, we'll talk about that in the next video. So we've done okay so far. Nothing really ridiculous, but I wanted to make sure that I'm bringing you information and sharing that I am being mindful, and I am still working through this no spend June. Life happens, right? I'm not going to completely like torture myself during this process, right? So I could have very well been like, I'm not gonna eat all day, I didn't bring my food, don't nobody want to see me hungry. So what we're not gonna do is do that. So we spent the $15, and it was good too. I had chicken, and I hadn't had fried chicken from a fast food place like in a really long time, so it smacked. So I don't regret any of it, but that is where we are so far. For accountability, y'all know this is why we do this and why I am here. And so I hope this is a follow through, and it gives y'all what y'all were looking for to see where my accountability is and how things are going for my June no spend. And thank you for watching. Bye.